back to the DC Show podcast. I'm Eric,
I'm Zack.
And I'm Kyler.
and today we are back with another episode review of WandaVision. This is episode 5, I believe now, right? And
Yep.
this
Yes.
was a very important one. So, Zach, if you can hit the big points for us of the episode.
Yeah. So, firstly, thank God this is actually a long episode. That was great. I'm
Yeah.
very happy for that. That was very great.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously the big thing at the end is Quicksilver is back, but from the version that we know from the X-Men films. And it's interesting because I saw somebody put because there's a feature on Disney Plus where it like narrates what's happening in the show. And it said the version of Quicksilver from the X-Men films appears at the door. That's what it said. But I still think I think I don't think I think it's a red herring. I think he's going to possibly maybe even end up being the villain of the show. Because not to get too much into the leaks, but we've seen that he's in the show more than just this one episode. So, yeah, I think what do you guys think? Do you think he's going to be the version of the X-Men or a different version?
You're talking about Quicksilver, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Him. Okay. Um, it might be that because again, I feel like Wanda didn't bring him in because I feel
Yeah.
like they're trying to hint that I feel like it was someone else, a second party, that brought him in, and it could be. I think maybe he's probably an X-Men. They just took him out of the X-Men universe and just put him here to act like Pedro, since they have similar powers, so it'd be
Yeah.
perfect. So that's just me personally. It could be where it's like, oh, this could be like another character or something. It could be a villain. But for me, maybe it's gonna be X-Men. After all, they now own the rights to it, so they could honestly say, yeah, this is from X-Men.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Eric, what about you? I think Eric froze.
Yeah, I think we're back, guys. Sorry, my didn't have to hijack our podcast. So we're back, though. We're back. Disney can't stop us. So,
No, they can't stop
anyway.
us from praising, man.
Yeah.
Praising, of course.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying,
Yes.
I think Quicksilver is like a different Quicksilver and stuff. Like I heard someone saying that it was like a recast of the old Quicksilver. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think so. And yeah, what you guys said, this is not Wanda's doing. So it's either someone else, that's probably the case, or it's like the multiverse is ripping in the background somewhere, and then
Yeah,
people are
because
going through.
when the door rung, Vision was like asking her, like, "Is that like, are you doing that?" And she said she wasn't doing it.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, there's definitely a third party of some sort. So I'm excited to figure out. There's going to be more. I think we're going to see a couple more guys mysteriously pop in from here. So I'm
Oh,
excited
yeah,
for that.
absolutely.
I just hope Moff Gideon doesn't pop up. That'd be kind of
Yeah.
but yeah.
What are you talking about? I would love to see him, like within Los Poros Amaros, like him.
Oh,
That's why I want him.
Him and Vision just having tacos at work.
Exactly, basically, like if we, have that. Then...
Oh, it would be amazing, Eric. Oh my god. This is amazing, guys. This is great content. We're not even doing anything. That's why it's so great.
I like he's just standing there.
Look at him, he's so sad. Yeah, so we were just hijacked again, Moff. I think Moff's trying
Eric, I'm
to
scared that you're
teach-
frozen. Can you just wave real quick? I'm sorry. I'm scared.
He is.
This
the greatest
is
episode
not
of the
even
podcast.
about WandaVision anymore. It's about getting the stream.
But yeah, so another point that I had was I wonder, do you guys think if it is the X-Men Quicksilver, like what if Marvel was just going to kind of this is how they're gonna bring the X-Men in? It would be kind of easy. They wouldn't have to reboot it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like there would just be, some X-Men that wouldn't show up, like Hugh Jackman. I don't think he's gonna, show
Yeah,
up.
I think he said he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be a
exactly.
different
But
thing.
again, they could be like, oh, he got recasted. He's from a different, multiverse. They can
That's
easily
true.
make that excuse. And
And
I
I
would
there
have a
was a
problem with it.
interview. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, go ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. I'm sorry. No, that was it. That was it.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, I'm just so scared every time to say
No, he's good.
something.
He's good. He's good. He's good.
No, you're good, you're
You're
good.
good. You're good.
I saw an interview with Kevin Feige, and he said that the guy who played um oh,
Yeah.
so he said that yeah,
I
okay,
wasn't even
he said
laughing.
he said he had an interview with the actor that played Xavier, but like the old version. And so he's clearly like thinking about bringing the X-Men in somehow.
Mm,
So I think maybe that could be a possibility. But yeah, so then I think the other biggest thing is that, well, remember how Vision went to the place with the guy, and he snapped the guy kind of out of his.
mm-hmm.
Now, the
Mm.
key thing to that, to me at least, is he says she is controlling me.
Yeah.
Never says Wanda. I
Mm,
think that's specific. I
Oh.
think it's going to
yeah.
be Agnes, that
Yeah. No.
neighbor.
100% agree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I
See
was
what I'm
thinking too.
saying?
Like, I feel like this is like a misdirection where they're trying to make Wanda's doing all of this, but it's actually, again, a third party who's actually doing this.
Yep,
Mm,
exactly. I agree.
yeah.
So yeah, I think, and I mean, there was a point in the episode where the dog. Remember when the dog like went into her bush? Like she's always there at the moment, like when
Mm,
something's happening. She's
yeah.
always
Mhm.
there. So I think there's something like to that. Like
Mm,
that's, and I think Wanda even says that in the episode, or maybe Vision does. He's like, she's always here whenever there's something happening.
mm,
Um, and that's
Mm.
another thing. Vision really is starting to realize like something is wrong,
you know.
which I think,
Mhm.
and they had a great, that like ending of the episode was great when they were
Mm,
kind of
Absolutely.
arguing back and forth, because this is great because it's kind of been like paradise for them. They've just been living in this
mm,
sitcom dream world, and now
Mm.
you can really see that Wanda is going to be evil. I mean, just think when she goes outside to see all of the agents. I mean, she's literally like, stop, or remember she pointed all the guns at the guy, like she's
yeah.
not playing,
But I
man.
feel like she's gonna have like redemption by
No,
that
yeah,
sword agent. I feel like
oh
they're gonna
yeah,
have some connection. Probably trying to get over that.
definitely.
Hey, Vision's gone. But something I do want to point out though that I just thought of is that remember that character with the blonde or white hair from episode 1 and 2 that's kind of like more like enemy for Wanda.
Yes,
Remember her?
yes.
We did not see her. We barely see her anymore. And I wonder
Mm-mm.
why that is. I thought there was gonna be like more, not good connections at all or something. I don't know. But I
Yeah,
thought it
that's
was like
true.
very interesting that we only saw her mostly in episode 1 and 2, but not really for the
And they
rest.
almost made it like she was kind of like a rival,
Yeah,
like they were gonna have.
exactly.
I think there's gonna be
Exactly.
more to that
Oh yeah.
story,
Yeah, no, for sure.
definitely.
Absolutely,
Um,
100% agree.
yeah, because just think, remember when she cut her hand, you could see the blood. Yeah, there's something more to that,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
because anytime I don't think anyone else has gotten injured, like you've seen them turn to color.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that'll be interesting for sure. And then another thing is that these kids are starting to age quickly, and Wanda's powers doesn't work on them because she's trying to get them to go to sleep and
Mm.
use her magic, and it's not working. So I think the whole plot or scheme, I think these kids are going to be taken away from her at some point, and I think that's
Yeah,
what's going to drive her absolutely nuts, and
true.
it's going to
Mhm.
make her kind of break open
Mm.
the multiverse.
Mm.
And I mean, by this rate, by the end of the season, they'll probably be full grown adults because they're
True.
constantly growing up.
True, to be
I'm
honest.
surprised. I'm very surprised. Like, just think you have to pay new actors like constantly just to. I'm surprised they did it, but it's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, no, it is.
But yeah, and what do you guys think like about the kids, and how do you think they were in the show?
Yeah, no, like you said though, I'm pretty sure by the end of the episode they're gonna age to like adults. Something may
Yeah,
happen with them, but I'm pretty sure I don't know if they answered this in this episode, but did they explain how the kids, you know, are there like,
I think it's just they have powers.
mm, like
Mhm.
I don't know.
how
They
are the
haven't explained
kids?
what their powers are either.
Not really like what their powers are, but really how are they, in this reality really? Like, did
I
Wanna
mean,
actually
yeah.
have kids or
Or are
was
they
it
real?
pull?
Or did she pull them into it? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
I feel like it's probably her kids just because they have like powers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? because all of the ordinary people, even though they got sucked in, like they didn't have powers.
Mhm.
But speaking of that, interestingly, when Monica Rambeau in the beginning, remember when she wakes up and they're saying like her sample, like nothing was showing up?
Mhm.
I
Hmm.
think she's gonna end up having powers of some kind, and I think
Mhm.
that's why the machine
Perhaps.
was messed up. Because then they said, "Let's take a blood sample," and she was like, "No, no, no! Like I have to go." If they would have took the blood sample, it probably would have said like you have powers or something. So that's clearly gonna be. Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
Kyler! Remember how you said you think that she's gonna save Wanda? Well,
Mhm.
what if she has powers and they have like a big battle at the end?
Ooh, that would be cool. That would
That would
definitely be
be
cool.
sick, actually.
Mhm.
What type of
I would
powers
love
would
that.
that be? Would it be like
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe
Guess we'll have
something
to find
related to
out.
like Captain Marvel, kind of.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like maybe
perhaps?
Captain Marvel took her
Yeah.
when she was a kid out into like
Oh,
space
and
somehow.
speaking about Captain Marvel, it looks like her and Captain Marvel might have some backlash or something. Because remember
Oh,
how she
really?
said that oh, let's not talk about Captain Marvel and all that.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah,
Yeah,
was
I thought that
salty
was
for some reason.
yeah, she was a bit salty, a bit
that is
fuming,
true.
you know.
Maybe it's because I don't know. Like, what if her and Captain Marvel went on some kind of adventure and she got like infected and like got really hurt, right? But then like she was okay, but then she got mad at Captain Marvel, but now her
No,
powers are
I
gonna
feel
like.
like, I feel like she's mad at Captain Marvel for the reasons why we're all mad at her is because she did nothing. She did nothing during Endgame. Absolutely nothing. She did nothing.
Oh man, Kyler's going
He
off
came at the
Yo, yo, yo,
end.
everybody.
yo, yo. I'll grab a Thanos arm and that way you could cut him off. All right, good. Yeah, see
Where
you
was she the
again.
whole time? She could have like helped like carry the
She's
team throughout
bro.
the
Here's the
Exactly.
problem with Captain Marvel. She's the exact same problem with Superman. She's so OP. The second you bring her in, she's just gonna. I mean, look
yeah,
what happened in the movie. The second she comes in, she killed like all the people,
yeah.
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
Thanos' people. I
Exactly.
think that's
No.
why you can't. She's too OP.
Yeah, no, true.
That's why
Mhm.
they always just say she's off fighting in space. That's just their
You
excuse.
know. The snap
It's the
wouldn't
same
happen
thing,
if
bro.
she was just
This is
there.
why
That's why she's not.
Superman. This is why Superman's dead in Justice League because just think though, if Superman was alive in Justice League, the movie's 5 minutes long.
yeah.
Steppenwolf comes, Superman goes, blows him up. End of the movie.
Oh my
That's the
gosh.
thing. Like, eh, when they move to more Avengers movies, like I don't even know how they're gonna have Captain Marvel involved because
Yeah.
she's just so OP. You know
True.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Mhm.
But yes, that's definitely an interesting point about. I
Yeah.
actually forgot about that. Yeah, but she was very kind of dismissive. And then
Mhm.
remember though, she said like she was like, "I'm gonna call somebody." Like remember that?
Yeah.
But I don't know if
Mhm.
she did do that. So maybe that's gonna come like later
Yeah,
in
maybe.
the Or
Or
oh wait,
maybe
what if she called freaking no, she wouldn't have called Quicksilver. No, that wouldn't make sense.
no, no. But again, I feel like she said I'm sorry. Sorry. The
You're good.
Chick-fil-A man,
Yeah, man.
But what if she just called someone just to get the
Not
drone?
sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored, not sponsored.
Yeah, we're
But
only
what if she
sponsored by Disney.
exactly
Exactly,
not
exactly.
sponsored by Disney at all whatsoever. But what if she called like someone to get the drone, right? That went into the thing. Maybe that's who she called. I don't know, but
Yeah,
or maybe it could be
maybe.
someone else again.
Oh yeah,
You know.
because then the drone came in and Wanda didn't like that at
Yeah.
all.
Mhm.
And again, that was a point where that wasn't showing up on the TV. So clearly, but I think at that point Wanda's controlling that
Yeah.
because unless Agnes, I don't know, Agnes definitely has more to do with this as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's a weirdo.
Because yeah, I mean, just think we see her. I think the next episode is the Halloween episode, and in that, remember in the trailer when you see like Vision come down, she's like, "Aren't you supposed to be dead?" And
Mhm.
she was like, "Yeah, I think there's way more to that
I
Yeah.
think I
than we
think
know."
she's either like the other party controlling, or she
Yeah,
is someone being used by. Oh, she definitely is probably
Yeah. No.
yeah,
But
used by
something
the
actually
other party.
interesting. Yeah, something actually interesting that I thought of, like back in the trailer, right? When I think it's like maybe next episode, because I think next episode is gonna be '90s Halloween, right?
yep,
If I'm correct, yeah. So we're probably
Yeah.
gonna see a next episode but in the trailer they show like Vision going to Agnes, and then
yeah.
Vision's
That's what I
like,
was talking about.
oh, what's wrong? Yeah, just like that.
Exactly.
So maybe it is someone else controlling her or something. I don't know.
And
Maybe.
another thing about that, remember how in this episode they say there's like no kids in the town?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vision's like every day I go by the playground, there's nobody there. So how are there gonna be all these kids trick or treating at Halloween? That's kind of like, you know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like that's
yeah.
weird.
Maybe someone,
That's
maybe like Wanda or the other party, like heard that and they're like, oh shoot, we gotta add some kids
Yeah,
here,
Yep.
some kids here,
exactly.
put some kids
That's
Because
here.
true. That's a
Wanda's
good
been
point.
saying that, oh, there's been kids, you just haven't seen them, maybe during this next one it'll be like, oh, there was kids,
Yeah, that's
Now,
true.
I think next episode as well is that we're gonna see like Vision trying to like get out of Westview. I do think we're gonna see
Yes.
that next
Perhaps.
episode because basically, this
Kyler
episode.
definitely saw the leaks,
Do you think he
everybody.
could survive
No, no, no,
outside
no,
of
no. It was
Westview?
based on trailer, based on trailer, based on trailer.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Because I
do you
because
think he
haven't.
can
I'm not
survive out
saying
of
that's what
Westview though?
happens. I'm just saying because there is a
yeah,
lot of
no,
leaks.
no, because in mid season you just see
Oh
Vision
yeah, you're
opening. Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
right
yeah.
there,
You're
Oh,
right?
right. You're right.
Because then Vision like goes to his regular clothes when he like looks up and looks at the town. I think that's gonna be
Yep.
next episode because already this episode he's concerned about like what's outside of Westview and all that. So it makes
Exactly.
sense if next episode he goes and check out what's there.
Definitely.
Now if he's
so
if he's gonna return to regular form or something we don't know. Maybe
yeah,
he'll be
that's my
back to
question
parts if
about
he
it.
gets out. We don't know, but
Will he
Yeah.
die once he's out of the
yeah,
bubble or something
exactly.
like that?
Like we won't know until.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That's true. Yo, that would be crazy.
Because
Imagine if
I
that
think
happened.
Wanda's keeping him alive. I don't think.
Yeah.
And
hmm
what do you
I don't
guys think?
know.
Like, do you think she's just like
But again,
needs his
though,
body?
I'm
Good.
sorry. But again, though, like the sword agent said that she can modify things. Cause remember how she was out and like she still
Yeah.
had her regular clothes on. Maybe he might be back, or maybe he'll. It doesn't. We don't know really.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Did Wanda, she time traveled right back with like an Endgame, right? Or
No, she didn't. She was gone.
Uh.
She was gone.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
She
she
Yeah.
got
got
snapped.
snapped, wasn't
She
she?
got snapped.
Yeah.
She
She
got
got
Yep.
snapped.
snapped.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah, you're right.
She
Okay,
got
so then
snapped.
she couldn't have like gotten the Mind Stone from somewhere else and
No.
Yeah.
transferred it.
No.
And I
Okay,
think
never mind then.
yeah, because it makes sense. Because then it explains like how the sword agent got Vision's body because they had it for like 5 years and still looking at it. And then when Wanda found out, went over there and took his body. So it
Yeah.
makes
And
sense.
like, for the body, do you think that she just needs the body like sort of there so that she can like sort of can like because do you think she's really like has the dead body and like resurrect like I don't think she necessarily resurrected the body. I think maybe she just needs it like near her or something, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't
I
know.
wouldn't say near her. I would just say near that
Like the town.
broadcast. Yeah, that town.
Yeah,
That's what I would say. Is that all she needs? And I basically what I think she's doing is like really like she has Vision's all bodies parked up, but with color really. Because as we saw from
exactly.
like not this episode, but
Episode
last
3.
episode, yeah, episode 3, we saw
Yep.
Vision, like with his dead body, but still talking. So it's basically, you know, she's just adding color to
And
him
that's
really.
actually that's crazy. What if that's what she sees?
Oh yeah,
That
that
would be
would be crazy.
crazy.
Yo, that would be crazy.
Yo, that would be actually pretty nuts.
Oh yeah,
Um,
no.
But she can't. She's not. She doesn't have complete control over him because he's sentient. He can
but
like
yeah,
think
Yeah,
for
that's
himself more, right?
also
That's why.
I also wanted to say that that Wanda's not in control of Vision, he's, himself in a way, like
Which
it's
is
like
why I'm raising all these questions. Like, how is this? That how is that all happening? I think we just gotta wait and see
exactly
for
like
that.
if Wanda's really controlling everything, then how is she controlling Vision?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
it's like is she only just
That's why there's
resurrecting him
definitely
and
other forces at play here.
yeah, is
Yep.
she only just resurrecting him and he has his own personality, or yeah.
Yep, very true. But yeah, I mean, I think that's all I have. So, do you guys want to hit on any last points for the episode? I guess start
Uh
with Kyler and then.
oh no, start with Eric because I'll think about it.
All right,
Just in
Eric. Yeah,
case,
go
just
ahead.
in
I'm
case.
just I'm just gonna give my overall like thought on it. Just saying
Yeah,
my rating as yeah. So I really like this episode. They've been getting spicy. They've been each
they've been
episode.
getting better.
Yeah, they've been each episode I've noticed it's been getting spicier and spicier. I know
Yep.
first and second episode they weren't super spicy, but you could see the difference from the first episode. It was the girl, not the wife and the husband and the guy choking, right? That was the big dark moment. And then the big dark moment in the second episode, it was a lot bigger. It was the beehive guy coming out
Hmm.
with the sword logo, and then the third one mentioning Ultron, and then the fourth one was the whole other side thing, and the fifth one is Vision, being
Yep.
like knowing everything, and then Pietro coming in at the end. So and then who knows what's gonna happen in the next episodes? They are getting super spicy, so
Feels
I
like
really
every
like that.
episode gets bigger than the last, basically.
Oh yeah, no.
So it's a good reward for those who stuck by with the show and kept watching it, because it's getting really good about that. And
Yeah.
I would give this episode a 9 out of 10. I really liked it.
I would give it a 9 probably as well. It was very good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So Kyler, what do you think, man?
Yeah, yeah, so I don't have like any more questions as of now, really, but I'll, like Eric, I'll give my overall review. Again though, I was fine with how episode 1 and episode 2 played out, just because it was the beginning, and was to set up that mysterious tone, which I had no problem with, right? And then episode 3, kind of again, again with the same format, but
Building up.
building up though, like give me a little bit more lore details. And episode 4, really changed everything with giving me a different
Yep.
point of view and all that, which was crazy. And I thought during this episode it would go back to like episode 1 through 3, where it's just basically, oh, different like 80s style with commercials and all that. I thought that's what it was gonna be, but
Yeah.
instead it went back and forth.
I told you guys it was gonna cut back and forth.
Yeah, no, which I didn't think it would do, but it actually did, which I was happy with. I feel like most fans are happy with that, with it cutting back and forth, because now we're getting a lot more story details and all that. So really do liked it. Definitely gonna give this one a 9 out of 10 as well. Really liked it, and
Awesome.
I can't wait for our next episode, because again, most likely it's gonna be another back to forth with 90s, and most
Yeah.
likely a Halloween episode. And I can't wait for that one,
Yeah.
because I feel like that one's gonna be big for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds great. Eric, if you want to take us out.
All right, got.
Eric, stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Got him.
Thank you so
Stop
much
playing.
for,
Stop playing.
tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time on a DC Show podcast. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye. And we'll make sure Eric has better internet connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.